Hi, it's Catie Harris, the Nursepreneur Mentor, and I'm here with attorney and nurse practitioner Joe Flores from Texas. Thank you so much for being with us today. And today's question is, what type of legal documents do we need to start a coaching or consulting type business?
Well, hi, Catie, and hi, everybody out there. And my congratulations to all of you who are taking the great journey and starting your own business. And remember, I'm a federal attorney, so I can provide interstate advice and things, but specific advice in your area. We have a referral program, and we can put you in the great hands of good nurse-friendly lawyers. The other issue is that we have looking at documents. Catie, you bring up a great area that we need to discuss. One of those, of course, is the one that we hammer over and over again, PLLC or LLC, depending on your state structure. You need those documents to start out. You need your local courthouse, to start, everything is local, and you put down that you're making your own business and your address and, doing business as your DBA. And then looking at your corporate structure, protecting yourself. So you have those documents, and then you have, a corporation that you're going to set up, whether LLC or PLLC. Those are relatively simple to set up and uncomplicated. And they put everybody on notice in the world that you are a professional corporation, but you're limited to the liability of your assets and everything within that business. And then contracts, what we've talked about before. You need a contract that is going to set out who the parties are, the name of the person you're contracting with, what you're going to give, and what you're going to receive for those services, and then put down what those services will be. And I think a really important thing is to sit down with a person and hear how they feel and think about what they want to get out of the services you're going to provide. That way you can ratchet back or ratchet up expectations, depending on the situation. Put those to writing. Make sure that the people sign every page and understand what they're getting into, and emphasize on that document that there are no guarantees and none have been expressed or implied about a specific result. And that really helps you. Some people like to put indemnification agreements in there. We will hold, Catie Harris harmless for any and all advice that she provides. Well, that can be a little problematic, because they'll say, wait a minute, you're giving me advice and then you're saying you're off the hook if something bad happens to me. So a lot of the times the court frown on these indemnification agreements, but a good clause in there is arbitration. Everything from buying your cell phone to buying a TV goes to arbitration now, and says, and then you get to choose your venue. Say you're in San Diego, California. Venue is appropriate in San Diego, California, under binding arbitration. Those arbitration clauses limit people's ability to sue you in say you're providing service to somebody in Pensacola, Florida. It limits them from filing a lawsuit with you in Florida. The venue provisions, unless you acted grossly or did something that was really out of hand or ripping people off, which nurses are not going to do. We've got great integrity. It really limits their liability. So inside the contract, the things that I've talked about, plus a venue provision, mandatory mediation and arbitration, those kinds of things, keep it out of the courtroom, and then in your own backyard, you decide, and then you can even put in there, the choice of an arbiter or a mediator is ours, the people that are drafting the contract. So those are the documents, first and foremost. And don't forget your tax documents. Those are telling the IRS what kind of business you are, and also if you are structuring it, you're probably going to have to set up quarterly tax payments. And I can't emphasize enough, get an attorney and accountant of your choice to handle that are both nurse and business friendly. And so those are about the four pillars of building a great foundation for a business for nursepreneurs.
Great. Well, thank you so much for that, Joe. And just our legal disclaimer, Joe is not your attorney, but he is a federal attorney and an attorney in the state of Texas, and he can also refer you to attorneys in your area. Thank you for watching this episode, and if you have legal questions, you can put them in the comments and we will answer them in future episodes.